Welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz and I'm going to be doing things a little extra each time, even in these quarantine times. I finally found some fresh vegetables at the grocery store, which I'm super excited about because I've been eating a lot of snacks lately and not really feeling the healthiest. And it's not that what we're going to make today is healthy, it's healthy-ish. So we're going to be making cauliflower mac and cheese. So excited for this. One, because vegetables again, and two, because I'm not much of a pasta eater and it's been like killing me to just eat carbs all the time because that's what the grocery stores had. So I like this little riff that we're gonna do by kind of taking this keto low carb approach. So yeah, if you haven't noticed, this is my new backdrop. I've moved, so we're still gonna have a good time and we're still gonna have a good recipe. So let's get into it. To get started on our cauliflower mac and cheese, what you want to do first is move the cauliflower aside, start a pot of water and get it up to boil. Lightly salted because we're just going to kind of blanch our cauliflower. We're not going to fully cook it through because we're going to also cook it in the oven, which is why you also want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You may need to go as high as 400 if your oven tends to err on the cooler side, but yeah, we're going to start at 350, low and slow, because we don't want our cauliflower to just turn to mush. And then, yeah, we're just going to cut this up, cut away any brown spots. It's been such a challenge to get like super duper great looking produce lately. I don't know if any of you have been having that problem, but it's kind of killing me. I was able to get fresh fruit though, and that was amazing. And some lettuce, surprisingly. There was actually lettuce available at the store. That's been out for quite some time. So pieces like this are pretty good because they're pretty equivalent to a pasta shape. You know, if it was like rigatoni or something, or even rotini. So we're kind of looking for that size. You don't really want it to be crumbled as if you'd bought riced cauliflower. Riced cauliflower is going to be way too fine and just kind of turn into mush. And we still want this to have some bite. So it's all about just kind of getting them into those bite-sized chunks, but they still have some body to them, you know? By the time we finish chopping these, our water should come to a boil, and then we can put these right on in there for maybe like 5-6 minutes. We'll see how they're doing. We want them to be rock hard, but we don't want them to be mush either, since we're going, like I said, since we're going to bake them. So now, while our cauliflower is blanching, basically, we're going to prep everything that we need for our sauce because it has to come together really quickly. So I'm going to be steeping mine with garlic, and I'm actually just gonna give it some like big rough chops. You can then remove these pieces later. I'm going to keep them in as like some little surprise chunks. You could also sub this with garlic powder, but I just like what the fresh garlic gives it. It doesn't like necessarily have to permeate like everything like garlic powder would. So yeah, so I did 3 large cloves for my whole head of cauliflower, and then we're gonna take it onto the stove over here to get the base of our bechamel going. All right, so on a low/medium low heat, we're gonna get a tablespoon of butter going. And we want to wait for this to melt before adding our flour or whatever thickening agent you feel comfortable using. All right, and then we're going to add our flour. Mine is like very finely sifted. I'm going to do a tablespoon of that and then whisk. And I think it could take a little bit more flour. We want it to be a little bit more like wet sand. There we go. And then you want to let this cook out, like let this flour taste cook out for about 20 to 30 seconds. And just keep stirring. Now at this point, we can also stir in our milk. I'm just using oat milk. About half a pot's worth, which is probably a cup and a half or to 2 cups. If we have to add more, I will. I just want the sauce to come together first. And then at this point, I'm going to put in my garlic to let them steep through, as well as some salt and pepper. And then once this is just shy of a boil, we're kind of getting it to a simmer, which is when we're going to add our cheese. We're also going to add something a little, let's see, may seem unconventional, and that is just a smidge of yellow mustard and a smidge of Dijon. Now, this would totally work if you had mustard powder. You could add that when we were at the sandy flour stage. I don't have dried mustard powder right now, so this works just fine and gives it like a little, gives it like a kind of little zip. Like a little extra something. So I'm choosing to take this as 2 cheese mac and cheese. That's my little something something extra. So we're going to add in about half a cup of mozzarella. Half a cup of cheddar. And give that a stir. And of course, it just wouldn't be a me video without spilling. Give that a gentle stir so that, oh, this luscious cheese melts. Okay guys, once your cheese sauce gets pretty thick and the cheese melts, then you can go ahead and add some additional flavorings if you feel like you want to or you want to experiment. My typical go-to is just a little extra pinch of garlic powder in addition to the raw garlic that we chopped up because I love garlic, and then a little bit of paprika. Not smoked paprika because I'm not going for that smoky flavor. I just want more of a little spicy punch. And then give it a taste. That is delicious. I'm gonna add in some more black pepper because I love pepper. A little bit more salt because I was a little reserved at the beginning because I knew we were gonna be adding salty cheese and butter. And then I think I might add a little bit of, if I can find it, turmeric for a little additional color boost. Not a lot, because this will overpower everything, but just a little bit to get on in there. And that is one way you can make it a brighter color. It's hard to tell on camera because my lighting isn't the greatest in this kitchen right now, but that just went from a significant pale yellow to at least a creamy yellow. And you can see how thick it is. It's like coating the sides of the pot, and that's what you want. You don't want to wait for this to get full-blown so thick and chunky, because we're still going to bake it, and that's when you want it to kind of do more of its setting. So this is delicious. It's ready to go over our cauliflower. Once the cauliflower was par cooked, and you could tell, like, I can't just smush it with my finger, like there is a bite to it. That's what we want. My oven is preheated. I put it into this glass dish, sprayed it first because we don't want any of that good cheese sticking and getting lost to the pan. So now we're ready to put our nice cheese sauce over it. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. And then you want to give this a stir. Okay, and I just wanted to show you that 2 cups of sauce was perfect for me. I don't need this to be swimming. It's already got this much sauce, you know, just like pooled, chilling, waiting at the bottom to bake. So that's fine for me. I don't need this to be totally swimming and covered. If you wanted that, I would go ahead and, to get a whole nother layer, I would go between 3.5 to 4 cups of sauce. But for me, I think that 2 was fine. It's luscious enough. Everything is coated now, and we're gonna top it with some more cheese before we put it in the oven. Okay guys, at this point, it is now nice and bubbly, but this is at 375. I bumped it up because it was taking too long at 350. So feel free to do that and then do it an additional 10 minutes. Guys, this mac and cheese is legit. Do we see the creaminess? It's so cheesy, and because we put that hint of mustard in there, you do get this something extra, especially with the garlic cloves, and I love that. It's different than just your typical mac and cheese taste, which, no offense to anyone's recipes, but can sometimes be really, really bland when all you're adding is bagged processed cheese. You really got to give it like that extra little love-in to get something super tasty. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and while you're at it, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you're notified when new videos go up. And I will see you all next time. Bye!